What we know right now, worldwide, cases have grown to more than 470,000. At least 21,000 people have died from coronavirus. Spain now with the second highest total behind Italy, but ahead of China. And there is more encouraging news there. Still no new cases in Wuhan, where it all began. Here in the U.S., now more than 60,000 cases. The death toll has climbed over 1,000. And New York City now the hottest spot, more than 20,000 cases here. Across the country, at least 28 states have closed non-essential businesses. And now the city of Miami is implementing the toughest restrictions so far. A 10 p.m. curfew will be put in place for the 460,000 residents starting tomorrow night.
Now, as businesses close throughout this country, new unemployment figures are due out this morning, and they are expected to be at an all-time high. More on that later this morning as the Senate finally passes that $2 trillion stimulus bill that includes direct payments to most Americans. The House now expected to vote tomorrow.
We are going to continue now on the front lines. That hospital in Queens, New York, the borough with the most coronavirus cases in the city. Whit Johnson is there for us. Good morning, Whit.
Robin, good morning to you. Take a look behind me. You can see people already lined up wearing masks, waiting to get inside this hospital. One doctor telling ABC News that this is ground zero for the crisis in America. They are treating hundreds of coronavirus patients here and desperate for more supplies.
The frustrating thing about all of this is it really just feels like it's too little too late. Like we knew it was coming.
This morning, a look inside one of the hard-hit hospitals in New York, what officials say has become the center of the crisis in America.
All the patients in this room, all the feet that you see, they all have COVID. And this is only one of the several rooms.
Here at Elmhurst Hospital in Queens, at least 13 people have died in just 24 hours.
There's no clear end to this. The status quo is not good enough, and that's what I'm worried about.
Dr. Colleen Smith sharing her story with ABC News and the New York Times, including this moment they finally get their hands on a shipment of much-needed ventilators, but only 5 could be obtained.
The concern is that all these ventilators that we're told are coming but haven't really started to materialize in large numbers. Are they really coming? Will we really get them? I have never seen the increase in volume as fast as it has.
The state accounting for roughly half of all cases across the country. These grim images of teams setting up a makeshift morgue outside Bellevue Hospital, something they did during 9/11 and Hurricane Sandy. However, a small sign of hope. Governor Andrew Cuomo saying over the past 3 days, the rate of hospitalizations is slowing, but quickly cautioning that the peak of the crisis could still be 20 days away.
The evidence suggests that the density control measures may be working.
The governor saying while only 15% of cases so far have required hospitalization, the state is anticipating 140,000 people will be hospitalized, warning he still doesn't have enough beds or life-saving ventilators. The pandemic pummeling America with nearly 70,000 cases in the U.S. alone. Patients like 25-year-old Jack Allard, a lacrosse player from New Jersey, now on a ventilator in a medically induced coma.
He took his health very seriously. I mean, he's an athlete.
Jermaine Miller, a husband and father from New York, dying last week just days before his 45th birthday. His wife, Erica, heartbroken.
I got this call, and only thing I remember the doctor saying to me, "Hello, Erica?" I said, "Yes." He was like, "I'm sorry." And that's all the thing I remember him saying, "I'm sorry." And I just dropped the phone and I ran upstairs, and I had to break the news to the family.
In Missouri, 5 members of the same family all testing positive for COVID-19. Jason Winehouse, his brother and sister-in-law recovering at home. His mother and father still in the hospital. And overnight, ABC News learning a member of Mount Sinai's nursing staff passed away from COVID-19, saying in a statement, this growing crisis is not abating. Adding, today we lost another hero, a compassionate colleague, friend, and selfless caregiver. President Trump standing firm, saying the country wants to get back to work.
The sooner we can eventually get people back to work, back to school, and back to normal, And there are large sections of our country probably can go back much sooner than other sections. I would say by Easter we'll have a recommendation.
But the president's own health experts recommending not committing to a certain date. Dr. Anthony Fauci also warning that the U.S. needs to prepare for another cycle of coronavirus.
You've got to understand that you don't make the timeline. The virus makes the timeline.
Back here in Queens, a spokesperson for the hospital behind me here says that they have transferred at least 30 patients to other facilities in the area to try to alleviate the challenges here. But again, New York State is preparing for this problem to get worse before it gets better. Robin?
Being prepared. All right, Whit, thank you. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.